All right, guys. Thanks for clicking on the video. As you can tell by the title, we're gonna discuss the Severin Black Friday 2021 sale, which just officially ended. Let me see what time that says right there. I believe it ended about 2 hours ago. I'm here in Georgia. Believe it or not, they let the sale up and running until Tuesday at 10 a.m. I've been monitoring that thing pretty much every chance I got all weekend. I'll be honest with you, I got my vinegar syndrome stuff done pretty quickly. Guys, please feel free to go check out the last video. I'll upload that video first. Just shot it and immediately clicked on this one. It's going over the Vinegar Syndrome 2021 Black Friday sale. I gave every bit of information I could possibly give in that video that I know of myself, plus all the information I've obtained from great YouTubers, none other like Master Chaos, Aaron Penn, Tony of the Dead, just some great friends. Very insightful guys that know their knowledge too, and I monitor the shit just like they do. Just because I have so much love for it, probably just as much as you guys that are watching this. But you know, if you're kind of new to the game, hopefully this video kind of help you out a little bit, even though the sale's over. I did say this in my last video, guys. I had every intention to kind of do some prep videos before the sale was to go live. I was hoping to come back here and pull out like, you know, top 10 of my favorite Severin Films releases that I have in my collection, just to kind of give somebody some insight on them, maybe showing them would entice somebody to look up a trailer, you know, and things like that, to kind of have some insight and see if that's the way they want to lean, because everybody's taste is subjective. It's, you know, everybody's got their own thing. Unfortunately, guys, I just ran out of time, and I didn't have enough time to do all that. You know, as soon as the sales hit, we went into you know, what was that? Thursday was Thanksgiving. As soon as about 11:30 p.m. hit, I was in my living room and I was just waiting on Master Chaos to start his live broadcast on YouTube. I always join him now. I've joined him now for the past at least 2 years, for whether it's a halfway to Black Friday sale or the Black Friday sale itself, and always look forward to it. It makes it so much funner to be sitting there watching my friends, people that I like to get recommendations from. They have great channels, and I love to be a part of that party. Even though I'm just sitting there watching on my TV and using my cell phone to comment, it gets the conversation started, and it usually veers me down a path where I can find out some recommendations, learn to kind of stay away from some certain shit, or for the majority of the time, I'll chase down some shit that they're just like, hey, this is one you got to check out. I was hoping to do that myself with my channel before this all started. Unfortunately, had, you know, family from out of town. It's Thanksgiving. You know, just a lot going on. I didn't have a chance to do it. And even as the weekend was here, I was just lucky enough to, even when I had all that going on, I was breaking away every little bit I could get free time to check my phone, monitor these sites, see what's going on, place my orders, that whole 9 yards. So at one point Saturday night, I was looking through 4 different sites. I believe that was not only Severin Vinegar Syndrome, and it was Grindhouse Video. I threw Arrow Video in there because they had announced their sale, which is going to go on for a while. I was looking at the MVD sale, and I think I was even looking at the 101 film sale because they're doing a Black Label Edition sale. I was looking at that, and I just got so flustered to the point I'd almost forgot exactly what I'd even just ordered from like Severin and Vinegar Syndrome. I was doing double takes at Grindhouse Tampa site. I was literally, I just had to unplug for a little bit and do a reset because my brain just was sizzling. And I didn't want to fuck up and make the mistake of buying 2 copies of the same thing, because I've done that before, and it's just that could be kind of shitty. But guys, I do hope that everybody got, especially whether it's Vinegar Syndrome or Severin Films, those are 2 biggest sales when it comes to halfway to Black Friday and Black Friday itself. I hope everybody got to get the stuff that they wanted. Whether you got to get a box of 60 fucking titles in there and that worked out for you and you filled up a big box, or you just got a box with like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things, it doesn't matter. As long as you got what you got and you got some stuff coming to you, that way you got something to really be happy with. And hopefully we get all of our shit before Christmas, And that just makes it even sweeter. So guys, we'll dig right into this. I don't want to try to be too negative, but of course I will. I'm not gonna fucking sugarcoat it or nothing like that. You guys know exactly what I'm about to say when it comes to Severin Films and these sales. All right, so the first thing that happened, both sites go live. Vinegar Syndrome and Severin. Me, of course, I know Severin is going to be a little janky and a little bit fucked up. No big deal. We've all seen this now for I don't know how many at least a couple of years now. So I went to Vinegar Syndrome first. I probably searched the site maybe for about 15 minutes. I made my first order. Guys, please feel free to go back and look at that video. I broke down, I told you everything I ordered, the price of it, showed you my phone, everything in my order forms, all that good stuff. But I placed my first order, and I think I had about 8 or 9 things in there. So I placed that order, and I said, you know what, let's go over to Severin right quick. And it was probably maybe just 20 minutes after midnight. I was like, let's go over here. Maybe everybody's done got in here for that first 20 minutes and got their bundle or their Dick Demon statue that they had for Night of the Demon, or, you know, just shit like that. Maybe they've already checked out and they're done and they're just wanting to get back to Vinegar Syndrome or whatever site that's having a sale. That wasn't the case. I literally fought the website for probably a good hour until the point where I got fed up with it. So I was like, you know what, give this time. I'm going to have to come back later and we'll try this again. I went back over to Vinegar Syndrome. Was just digging around there. It was nothing to pick a bunch of more stuff that I wanted to make a second order, add to existing order, all that good stuff. So I made that order, get done with that, and I go back. And guys, I'm not even lying to you. I even got the timestamp right here for when I finally got to place my first order. And it was, I'm sorry guys, that's not right. It was 2/21. So literally for a good over 2 hours, I wrestled with their website just to put in 3 titles in my first order, and was able to finally check out, log into my account and check out using PayPal. For the longest time, each time I went to go try to add an item to the cart, it would automatically shut the site down. I'd get an error 504 message. I'd have to back completely out of it, sign back in again. Sometimes that would even fuck up and give me the 504 message. There was plenty of times where I had 3 items sitting in the cart that I chased first, went to go check out through PayPal, and PayPal itself was not even wanting to respond. Severin was not even wanting to respond with PayPal, so PayPal was not even wanting to process payment for something that was giving them a 504 message, I'm assuming. So it was a struggle. But at 2:21 a.m., I was just lucky enough to grab 3 things and put in the cart. And I don't know why that did that like that. We'll go over to the next one. 2 things that I was chasing down right up front that I wanted very badly. I already had this when it came to Severin. Since they had already announced all their stuff that they were going to have on the site, especially those 7 new releases, you know, the merch, the book, you know, stuff like that. I pretty much knew exactly what I was going for. But primarily I was chasing the back catalog, and really, most importantly, I was chasing the limited editions that had been out of stock for so long on Vinegar Syndrome's website, and they had quantities available. That's what I was going for. 2 of those right up front, well, actually 3 of them right there, because this was out of stock for the longest time. The third item right here, I got Enigma, the 2-disc Blu-ray set with limited edition slipcover. Got that for $28. Unfortunately, that was not on sale. Got it for $28. I'm pretty sure that's probably the price it was when they first released it. I think that was probably 2020. Maybe it was a halfway to Black Friday sale, 2020. I know that was during the time where I think they said that their site got hacked or some shit, and people were actually having to email their orders directly to Severin, even though they sometimes couldn't even see the price tags of what they were trying to get, which was just unfortunate. But yeah, that was a Enigma 2-disc Blu-ray with limited edition slipcover. Got that for $28. Also, I had to get Demonia as well. Blu-ray with limited edition slipcover. That one was $25, so $3 cheaper from Enigma. So I'm very glad to have those. Guys, I did get during Severin Nukes the mid-year sale, and I took it out and I set it to the side because I praise this thing so much. This was definitely one of the first things I watched whenever I got my Severin Nukes the mid-year sale earlier this year, and I got this for a really good price. I think it was $17.50 during the Severin Nukes the mid-year sale. Came with the lenticular cover. That is Fulci for fake. I've heard a lot of people talk really bad shit about this. The biggest thing is what I hear is all the information we got in this documentary and all that. For Fulci diehard fans, we already pretty much knew all this information, but it still kind of was a treat to get to see his daughter on here, to see his companions, and to get to hear a little bit about how rough it was for him after being in the hospital, and then him doing his later films that just really crashed really bad and didn't do financially well as he thought they were going to do. This is a fucking great release. I'd encourage anybody. This was still on sale on the Severin website before it went down, so I'm assuming they still have stock available when that site does come back up. I have no idea when it does. I encourage anybody who is a Lucio Fulci fan to have this in your collection. Definitely check out the special features. That is nothing to miss. Not only do you get basically an hour and a half, 2-hour documentary of the man himself, Lucio Fulci, but there is a lot of special features on here that is just as good as that documentary. I was completely, I was in love when I was putting this thing. I couldn't take my eyes off of it. I will tell you, it's all for the 99% of this. This is all in Italian, so get ready because this is purely subtitles. But don't let that deter you away from it, though. This is fucking a phenomenal release. I couldn't believe I got this for $17.50 after I watched it. I figure it was just automatically going to be one of those things that everybody was going to chase first right off the bat, just because of that lenticular slipcover. And we all know how today's market works. I guarantee you there was plenty of people who don't even know who the fuck Lucio Fulci is. They saw that slipcover though and they go, wait a minute, if I pick that up, that sells out and goes out of print. That having that slipcover, I can probably get $100 for it later on eBay. I hate that shit, but guys, that's the game we play. But yeah, I have that one. So it's great now that I have Enigma, the 2-disc limited edition with that slip coming, Demonia as well. The third item on here I got, this is a blind buy for me. I've done some homework on it, listened to some reviews and all that. I know this is not for everyone, but for me, I was willing to take the gamble on it. It is kind of pricey to take the gamble on it, but I'd rather pay $100 for it here during the sale than I would have paid $150 or $160 when they first released it. And that is the Dungeon of Andy Milligan Collection Blu-ray CD box set. This is a 9-disc set. Has a ton of movies in it from what I can see. It's going to take me a while to get through that box set plus all the special features. But they had this one marked down to $99 and I fucking grabbed it. So that was my first order over at Severin Films when I finally got the site to work in my favor. And trust me, it was like pulling teeth. But I placed that at 2:21 a.m. So nearly 2.5 hours. Well, 2 hours, 20 minutes after the sale had went live, I finally got to place my first order. I was watching Master Chaos do his whole duration of all of us, celebrating that it's Black Friday from our two favorite companies, and we're about to go balls to the wall. Everybody was frustrated when believe me when I tell you, everybody was frustrated. Not only myself, but other people was in the chat with him saying, hey, like, what the fuck, man? Like, we really going through this again? This is exhausting. And there was a lot of us who were like, we're not going to fucking bed until we get what we want fucking ordered. Like, we're going to wake up in the morning, we go to sleep now, we're going to wake up, this shit's going to be gone, and it's just going to be even more frustrating. It's just going to make you hate their site even more. So I think, thankfully, Master Chaos, Tony of the Dead, Brother Chaos jumped in and joined us as well. I'm so thankful for those guys because they kept it fun. They kept the whole thing, we all had our sense of humor about it, and we were all feeding off of one another, and that was great. So, fucking Master Chaos, man, if you're watching this, huge salute to you, man. You definitely made that night, man. And not only just that night, but anytime, it seems like the past, I think it's been about almost 2 years, that halfway to Black Friday sale, the Black Friday sale from Vinegar Syndrome, Severin, you make that a lot more fun. Even if there's stressful moments and we're having a hard time with the website, we're still off in the corner over there watching like fucking trailers that you're showing them. You're keeping the content coming, keeping everybody's spirits up, man. So I appreciate the hell out of that. Yeah, I got those and everything. Very excited for that the Dungeon of Andy Milligan that box set. I did some homework on it. I know it was out of stock for a while. I saw that box set sitting in Orbit DVD. I think that was the first time I went to Asheville, North Carolina, to Orbit, because I've been twice now. And I saw that box set sitting on the shelf, and I believe they wanted $150 for it, $160. And I was thinking about getting it right then. I was like, you know what? It's out of stock on the Severin website. I'll go ahead and get this right now, because if I don't get it, it's probably going to be on eBay for fucking $200 or $300 later on. Thankfully, I had a little bit of discipline. I left it sitting there on the shelf because I grabbed this one. Brand new. Got a great deal on it for $99. So, yeah, I got that. Guys, I will go ahead and tell you, too. We'll go through the pictures and I'll get to it. Okay. So, I got that. That was my first order that I placed. Alright, guys. So, I went back in to place another order. And it took me a while. Guys, from 2:21 to 3:20, which is pretty much an hour later, it took me an hour to put my next order in the cart. Every time I would add something to the cart, about every other time I'd add something to the cart, it would kick me off the site. It would give me a 504. Sometimes I would already have 4 items in my cart, go to add the 5th, and it would wipe out the first 4 items that was in my cart, and I had to start all over again. It was a pain in the ass. So the next order that I got, I was really sticking to the limited editions that they had restocked that had been out of stock now for a while on their site. So guys, I'll go through these really fast. I'll try not to skip over anything or nothing like that. I'll be as thorough as I can with price and all that good stuff. I did snag Blood on Satan's Claw 2-disc Blu-ray with limited edition slipcover. I got that for $34. That's a little unfortunate that even though that's an older title and it definitely should have been on sale, they definitely left that at full price. But yeah, that was even on the site for the Severin Nukes to mid-year sale, and I believe it was the same exact price. This, I would say, by this sale, it definitely should have been. It should have been marked down. Even if it wasn't going to be marked down 50%, at least something. I would have felt a little bit better. Instead of paying $34 for this, I'd have felt a little bit better going the $25 route for it. But hey, it's all good. I got it. And not to mention, as I was looking back at the website, it's sold out. So it's no longer available on Severin. I have no idea if they press more copies after it sells out. We kind of know that there's been some titles that Severin has said been limited to 2,000 or 3,000, and we can pretty much, I think we all kind of know a lot of those have sold out before, and Severin's probably just reprinted more because they're making good money with it. But who knows? Let's see. I grabbed Kathy's Curse on Blu-ray. I got that for $12.50. What a fucking great price to grab that on. I would have grabbed the DVD of that. I think the DVD was like $3, but it was out of stock. I didn't even think of looking at the DVDs because I was looking at specifically Blu-rays and box sets and some of the merch. I completely forgot to look at the DVD column. And they did, I think they had Kathy's Curse in there. It was out of stock, but it was for $3. I don't know if it had availability in there I don't know if it was already sold out by the time the sale started because they didn't have enough time to restock it, but it was definitely out of stock. So I went and got the Blu-ray for $12.50. Let's see. Had to grab this. This is a brand new title that they just released. This is House on the Edge of the Park 3-disc Blu-ray with limited edition slipcover. Little pricey. I got that for $38. I know $38 is a little steep for one release, but that is a 3-disc set. I got to read everything that they posted on Facebook and on social media about all the inclusions of the special features that they have on this set. And this too has a full-length documentary that I'm dying to watch. So not only do we get the great scan and restoration of the film itself, House on the Edge of the Park, starring David Hess, starring David Hess, we also, this 2 and 3 got some shit. So very glad to get that. The next one's another limited edition. That's The Beast in the Cellar limited edition Blu-ray. I'm not sure if that's a slipcover, but I think it just might come with a soundtrack. Because I'm not really, because it doesn't say anything about slipcover here, but it does say limited edition. Got that for $24. Here's another one right here that it's brand new. It's one of the 7 titles they just announced. House on the Edge of the Park 3 disc that I just announced. That's one of the 7. Here's number 2 of the 7. That is Night of the Demon 2-disc Blu-ray with slipcover. I had no choice but to grab that. That was $34. Guys, as you can tell, I'm reading off the prices of some of these, and yeah, they are expensive, but I can understand the price point given the fact that the supplemental material that they announced for what they put in on it, the hard work they did for the restoration. So yeah, $34 for that. I just had the pleasure. That was I want to say it was I think it was the night before. I think it was Wednesday night. I believe it was. I got this during the halfway Severin Noose the halfway sale. I bought this during that sale. This is Grizzly, the limited edition that comes with the slipcover. I watched this. My first time watch. I fell in love with this. This was fucking great. So as soon as I watched this, I kept noticing everybody was telling me, hey, if you like that, the same director also did a movie called Day of the Animals, and Severin also has it. And I go to happen to look, sale comes on, there it is. It's Day of the Animals Blu-ray with exclusive slipcover for $20. I did see this on the the halfway sale. Severin Nukes the mid-year sale. They had it for $17.50. Unfortunately, I think they raised the price on this just a little bit because I got that one for $20. But it's okay. It's $2.50 extra. That's fucking nothing. If that movie is even half as good as Grizzly, money well spent. $20 is a fucking steal. I can't believe I only paid $17.50 for this. I finally popped it in. When that movie got done, I went through every special feature without going through the commentaries. Of course, that'll come later when I got a little bit more free time. But I got to watch this, to listen to Stephen Thrower, the author of Nightmare USA, discuss this film. And plus, not to mention the breakdown of the director, his career, how his family helped him get started in the business. He was a little bit of a financial, well-off kid. And some of his movies worked, some of them they didn't. But this one right here, I'll tell you right now, this is a fucking great movie. And I'm so glad that I have that. Watched it and had a blast. So I got his next movie, which is Day of the Animals Blu-ray with slipcover for $20. As I said, during the halfway sale, it was $17.50. So I had to pay a little bit more, but no big deal. Next one up, this is Nosferatu in Venice Blu-ray featuring the exclusive slipcover. I got that for $17.50, which that's a great price. I don't think it was that cheap during the halfway Severin sale. And I can tell you this, it's sold out during this sale, so they definitely had a limited quantity left of it. Maybe it moved really well and they had a lot, but no matter what, they sold out of it. I'm glad I locked mine in beforehand. If you were looking into getting it, I hope you locked yours in as well. The next one, I went to go try to get this one during the Severin Nukes the mid-year sale last year, and it was completely sold out. They was only still selling the standard edition, and I even told myself, be patient. You'll probably grab the Digipack Blu-ray 2-disc edition, the limited edition, later on, and that's exactly what I did. It's the Theater Bazaar 2-disc Digipack Blu-ray with slipcase. Got that for $25. I do know that there's a comic with this that they sell on the website. It's in the merch category for $10. But I did grab that though. I definitely want to get this and check it out and everything. If I love it and everything, I'll chase down the merch that's associated with this. I know a lot of people bitch about the Severin merch. Like, we're like, okay, like most of us only really care about the movies. Some of us don't care about posters, patches, stickers, books. I mean, they have some enamel, a ton of enamel pins now. Maybe a lot of people's not into that, but for some of us, we will watch a movie like, let's say, Fulci for Fake, or Grizzly, or this is another one right here I watched after I watched Grizzly the other night, which is Massacre in Dinosaur Valley. I fucking loved it to death. With those movies right there, they crank out some merch for it, whether it's a shirt, a nice sticker, some patches to put on your jacket or something like that, a book they put together with some summaries, write-ups, some interviews. What else is there? The pins. I'm a sucker for that stuff. I'll chase it down. Most of the time I'll wait till it's marked down during a sale, clearance, whatever, and I'll grab it. But hey, if it's on there and it's for a decent price and it's just fair enough, I'll grab stuff like that. I'm a sucker for it. I kind of wish Vinegar Syndrome would do a little bit more merch on their side, the way Severin does theirs. That's the only. I think that's the only difference I would probably say in between those two, where Severin holds the upper hand a little bit in that, and I would say Severin holds their upper hand in a good bit of the releases too. I kind of, for some reason, a lot lately, especially after I got that Severin Nukes to mid-year sale, when I really got those, for some reason and I even got a big Vinegar Syndrome box to go with that. I leaned heavily a little bit more towards the Severin releases, just because of my mood at them. For a while, I've just been wanting to check out films that's kind of just really obscure, which I'm not saying Vinegar Syndrome is not, but there's some of these Severin titles that just cry out for attention, and they devour my attention. So I've been watching a lot of them, and that's probably why I've spent a lot more on this Black Friday sale as opposed to Vinegar Syndrome. I definitely, as far as money spent, I definitely doubled. From what I spent at Vinegar Syndrome, I doubled and spent double at SeverinFilms.com. Easy. I mean, I even placed an order before the fucking site went down. I'm going to show that box, though, whenever I get it. It should be this week. Can't wait again. That's a huge box. I bought everything that they said that was not going to be in the sale. All the bundles that were not going to be in the sale, I went ahead and bought those, plus a shit ton of merch that they already had on clearance, and it was the exact same price for what they had it for the upcoming Black Friday sale. All right, guys, I got sidetracked. I'm sorry. I just want to be thorough. The next one I bought, the Attic Expeditions. I almost bought this one the last sale, but I kind of walked past it because they only had the standard, and I knew there was a limited edition version. It is the Attic Expeditions 2-disc limited edition Blu-ray. This stars Seth Green. I got that for $24. Also got another one called Castle of the Creeping Flesh Blu-ray with limited edition exclusive slipcover. Got that for $25. This is a blind buy for me right here. Just like I was telling you about it, for that first order, the third thing, I put 3 things in the first order. The third thing, when I finally got to make my first order and check out successfully, for this second one, I threw in a box set in here, and that is the complete Lindsay/Baker Giallo Collection 6-disc Blu-ray box set. They had that Joker marked down for $60, and I jumped all over that shit. I literally just went to Orbit DVD on my second visit, and that was on October 30th, maybe the 29th or the 30th. And Orbit DVD had 1 or 2 of them sitting on their shelf, and I think they wanted, it was either 80 or 90 bucks. Could have been 100. I can't even really remember at this point. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think it was between 80 and 100 bucks. Severin had it marked down to $60, and they sold out of that. They sold out of that quick. I was so lucky I got back in there, placed my second order, threw that in there because it sold out right after I bought it. I definitely didn't grab the last copy because it was later on when it sold out, of course. But I was glad to get that for $60. Even it is a complete blind buy for me. I think that's got Orgasmo in it. I took a look at that trailer, and as well as the other trailers, did a little bit of homework. I didn't just say, oh, it's a great price, I'm just going to buy it for the fuck of it. I did a little bit of homework from what I saw of it. That's definitely new to me. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that. But yeah, I can't wait to get it and check it out. And you know what? It was $60. Now that it's sold out, I'm sure the price is going to gain value. So it's going to, if I hate it, I never plan on watching it again. It's going to probably not be really that hard to trade it for something else. Alright, guys, the next one I bought was The Strange Vice of Mrs. Worth. That's a 2-disc limited edition. As you can keep seeing, guys, either it's a box set or it's a limited edition that's been restocked. That's what I went for, like hardcore. After I got the 2 Fulci films, Enigma, Demonia, and that Andy Milligan set. The Strange Vice of Mrs. Worth 2-disc limited edition Blu-ray, I got that for $17.50. Let's see, Pagini Horror 2-disc limited edition set that includes the CD soundtrack in there with the track listing card. Got that for 17.50. Skinner with limited edition slipcover Blu-ray limited to 2000, which I'm sorry, I don't believe that. I think that thing's not limited to 2000. I think they probably sold 2,000 units and they repressed them with another 2,000 for all I know. But that was 17.50. Guys, if you've seen my previous videos before, I did buy Skinner from 101 Films for the black label. Come with a nice book with it and everything. So if I already have that, why the hell did I buy the Severin one? Why not? It's a very good price at $17.50. I don't know if the features vary or not, whatever it may be, but hey, they had it on there. It was available. I went ahead and grabbed it, and that'd be another great one to stack right beside the other limited editions in my Severin collection. Next up, and this is a title I usually don't chase for titles like this, but I'm gonna give them a try because I got an open mind, and I'm hoping there's more to it than just porn. Uh, but it is Two Female Spies with Flowered Panties 2-disc limited edition. I will tell you that the 2-disc limited edition, it being a limited edition itself, is what made me really grasp it and pull the trigger. That is a Jess Franco film. I got a slow introduction into Jess Franco. I do like what I've seen, the very little bit that I saw. So I want to take the plunge, and I really want to see how his career started and where it ended at, and let's see what he had to offer. And guys, that was only $15 for that Two Female Spies with Flower Panties 2-disc limited edition set. So why the fuck not? All right, the next two is also Jess Franco films. I got Vampirus Lesbos, the 2-disc limited edition set with slipcover for $17.50. That was on the Severin Nukes the mid-year sale, and I walked past those because I'd never seen nothing of Jess Franco up to that point, and I was like, I just don't really know. If they're around the next sale, I'll grab them, so I just stick to my word. So I got those. I also picked up Vampirus Lesbos. I bought me and Cody both a DVD of that. Bought us each one a DVD of that before the sale kicked on because the DVDs were only $3 a piece. I told him, I said, look, we'll buy them. I'll buy them I'll buy you a copy. I'll buy myself one. We'll watch it together. If we like it, we'll look into getting the Blu-rays. If we don't, hey, it's an only $3 DVD. Has to shit on somebody else, whatever. I went ahead and grabbed that one because the simple fact is they had She Killed in Ecstasy, the 2-disc limited edition Blu-ray with slipcover. So I already bought that, and I said, you know what? If you're going to buy that one, you got to go ahead and get the Blu-ray of Vampirus Lesbos with that slip, just so you can have them on shelf side by side. Who knows if there's more features on the Blu-ray as opposed to the DVD. At least I'll have them. If it sells out, I'm going to regret it, so why not get it now? And that's exactly what I did. Next up, since I went ahead and ordered the Nosferatu in Venice, the limited edition with slipcover that sold out, like I said, they had the poster on there, which is an 18 by 24 poster. They they marked it down as a clearance item, and they put it on there for $5. So I went ahead and grabbed the fucking poster. So yeah, just nice little swag, just a little extra something to throw in the box that's not movies, just a little swag to kind of, put a little cherry on top. The last item for this order, I just saw this. What made me buy this is I saw this on a trailer compilation. It was the Grindhouse Volume 1 trailer compilation that was put out by Intervision. But it's the Intervision release of Deported Women of the SS. Guys, I know that is not Nazi exploitation films. I know a lot of people's not into that stuff, and I can definitely see why. But I definitely kind of want to dip my foot in the water a little bit just to see what there is to offer. I know there's a couple other ones. I think there was like Gustafo's Last Orgy. I'm not sure if that's Nazi exploitation or not, but I do want to grab that sooner or later. I think Severin has that under their Intervision label for $10. But I think 88 Films or somebody else just released that on Blu-ray with a slipcover and all that jazz. I wouldn't mind just paying the $10 just to chase that down and give it a try. And if I don't like it, it's only $10, and I could probably change it. I could probably trade it or sell it to somebody. But I did though. I splurged for that last item and got Deported Women of the SS on DVD. I believe that, yeah, I don't even think Severin or Intervision has a Blu-ray copy of that. I think it's only DVD. So that was $10. Um, let's go over here. Let's keep it going, guys. Yeah, I remember doing that. Guys, give me a second. I take screenshots of all my orders just so I don't fuck them up, and keep track of everything. Guys, I will tell you, I took a picture of itself. Enigma, the 2-disc limited edition slipcover right there. Like I said, guys, I was trying to scoop those up as fast as I can because, as you could tell, out of stock. Demonia was still there, though. That one didn't sell out. I'm assuming Enigma probably sold out faster, I guess, because people probably like the fucking slipcover better than Demonia. And for all we know, Demonia is probably the better Fulci film for all I know, but I don't know, guys. Here's another picture right here I'll show you. Blood on Satan's Claw right there. I just ordered that, and it went out of stock right there. Just picked this one up at Orbit DVD, the limited edition with the CD soundtrack in it. Severin had it on there for a little bit during the sale. Went out of stock. So, guys, just goes to show you, whenever they say stuff like, hey, like, we actually found some limited edition versions in the warehouse, but they're limited in quantity, so first come first serve. That's the reason why I jump on there so quick, and I try to get what I can, because once those sell out, they cost too much on eBay. I usually refuse to pay that much for shit like that on eBay, so it gives me a chance to get them for at least a decent price. If they're on sale, it's even better. If I have to grab them at retail, that kind of sucks, but I'd rather pay the retail price than to get on eBay and pay some asshole 3 times more than what he's charging for what they originally retailed for. Guys, let me take a break just for a moment. We're 37 minutes in. If you made it this far, just type in the comment section, limited editions rule. That's all you got to do. Now, if I see that in there, I'll give you guys a lot of fucking props for sticking around. I'm hoping I'm being a little bit helpful. I'm not just showing you all the shit that I bought just because, like, look what I got coming. But I'm trying to, for anybody who's new to Severin, maybe you already know about them, I'm just trying to give you a little bit of insight of how fast sometimes shit goes when it's limited edition. The availability in stock is never a promise that everybody's going to get something. Severin is not like Vinegar Syndrome, where you literally look at their page, you go on their website, you look at their page, and you go, ooh, they got Deadly Games. You go to click on it, and it'll tell you right there, if you want the limited edition version of it with a slipcover, well, there's 286 copies of it left. Severin is nothing like that. They do not show you their availability. They don't have an availability counter. And to be honest with you now, since they kind of reformatted their website, and it literally just happened, they reformatted the structure of their website. You no longer get to really scroll up and down the actual page, the home page, and see the prices under each title. You literally have to click on each emblem for that title to open it up to see the price that they're wanting to charge for it, which I'm sorry, I do not like that. It fucking sucks. It makes it harder, and it takes more time to look through the site, and it makes it even just fucking unbearable whenever the site just went live for a sale. It's just another thing you got to click open, and it's a pain in the ass. So, but yeah, guys, let's see here. Oh, let me see. That was 1, 2. I'd placed through that. All right. I will tell you this. I said this in my last video, in the Vinegar Syndrome video, just to show that Severin did have an incentive. That site, unfortunately, they did say that, hey, we put some money into this. We were hoping things were going to run a lot smoother. We was hoping a lot of people weren't going to have a bunch of traffic, get the errors, the site just fucking falling to pieces, just crashing and all that shit with that 504 meshes. They released a statement right here telling everybody, hey, if you did place an order, guys, if you have Facebook, I assure you that message is on there. I'm sorry for that white screen, but you can see they left that nice big message right there. And it says, for anybody who placed an order during the Black Friday sale this year, they will be giving them a $20 gift code when your order is processed for shipping. So, guys, I don't know if you're going to be able to use that $20 code towards something like pre-orders, I'm thinking myself, honestly, that they're not going to allow you to do that, which kind of makes sense because it's a pre-order. They got to, they got to make their overhead and, make their money back on putting that product together. But hey, a $20 gift card, that can go a long ways, especially, whenever you're ordering something from the back catalog. Will we get to use that $20 gift card in the next sale? I kind of doubt that too, because I'm sure there's a time limit on that $20 gift code. But who knows? We'll find out. We'll see what happens. So for anybody who placed an order during Black Friday 2021, I hope that's been beneficial to you in case you don't have social media and you missed out on that. There you go. $20. All right. Oh, guys, I almost lost my place. Hold on. We'll find it again. All right. So, guys, for some reason, I don't know what it was, but I struggled with the website and everything else and blah, blah, blah. I think this was the next day. I got on, I think they did a post on their social media saying we have a ton of DVDs for $3 a piece. And I was like, well, I just bought a bunch of DVDs for me and Cody. While they were doing that, they were cleaning out the website and they were marking their DVDs down. And I was like, what a perfect box to send them, a box full of Severin shit that we can check out together. So I got on there, and turns out there's a ton of DVDs on here that not only did I already just have, because I bought me and Cody 2 of each one, but they had even more on here. So I'll run down this list right quick, guys. There's a movie called Christina on DVD. Got that for $3. Ozploitation trailer compilation DVD, $3. I'm super excited for that. The Ozploitation being the Australian films and stuff like that. I love compilations. I've said, if you watch this channel regularly, you know I love that shit. I will tell you this too, because I have them sitting right here. These two right here, I'm so glad to have, and I've had a ton of fun with these. I bought these during the Severin Nukes, the mid-year sale this year. I can't believe I did not get my hands on these before then. I've had tons of fun with these, and I'm not even done with them. They fucking things are packed full. These things are 3-disc sets. I encourage anybody to get them. They are, during the sale, they are $15 a piece. When they're not on sale, I think they're $22.99. I'll be honest with you, I think the $23, $24 for them a piece, they're totally worth it. But do try to wait on a sale so you can save some money. Because basically, I mean, it's only a $6 difference from buying one, getting one free at that point. But I got them for $15 during the Severin Nukes, the mid-year sale, and I'm super glad. These are great. This is the Definitive Guide Video Nasties Volume 1 and Volume 2. Each set has 3 discs in it, and this thing has some length. Not only a documentary about the Video Nasties, how that shit became to be, what political figures, especially overseas, was trying to pull some bullshit where they were just trying to censor everything. There was just trying to take away the ability of freedom of speech and film, you name it. But then, that started the whole thing where people were bootlegging VHSs. That became a problem. People were being arrested for selling fucking bootleg copies of films that were no longer allowed to even sit on the shelf at video stores because they were so scared that kids were going to get a hold of them. Which, to be honest with you, the films that they bitched about and they made the list about, if you actually look at the whole entire Video Nasties list, which is what this is, there is fucking films on here that I assure you that is so goddamn boring you'd never be able to make it through it, and there's sometimes just barely any gore to them, or they're just so obnoxious and over the top you couldn't take it seriously if you had to. So it was just a bunch of old people sitting around bitching, probably just because they were trying to make... They just had a lot of ego to them, probably trying to use their Christian morals to make them seem like, the spotlight angel of trying to get rid of these films, pretty much. But guys, I assure you, please take my word for it. These are fucking great. I got my box in, and one of the first things that I watched out of that thing, which I watched a handful of shit, I had to pop this in and go through it. And man, I put disc 1 in to watch the documentary. I was hooked. And the rest of it's like just trailer compilations. And there's so many trailers in here where I was just like, I completely forgot about that movie. Why the fuck hasn't somebody put that out through a boutique label yet? It deserves it, blah, blah, blah. I will show you the back, guys. I hope that light picks up a little bit. As you can see, I'm sure you can tell, you can definitely, just for the pictures of the characters, that's right there. That's Bloody Moon right there, just right off the bat. Um, Let me see what else. That looks like Cannibal Holocaust. Lucio Fulci's The Beyond right there. I always pronounce that name wrong, even though I just bought this film during the sale, the Anthropologus or whatever it is. Um, but yeah, really good stuff right there. I would definitely recommend getting both of those. Definitely for $15 a piece during the sale, that is a steal. So I did buy the Intervision Grindhouse Volume 1 DVD. The same time I bought those, I watched that. That is great. Not to mention, I loved it so much, and I was talking to none other than Anthony Ball over at Masters of the 80s, and he said, "Hey, I see that you have Volume 1, but then we have a company over here. I forgot the name of it, over the company that they have over there, but they also have a Volume 2, a Volume 3, and a Volume 4. And what does Anthony do? After he hears me praise Volume 1, he sends me all 4 volumes on DVD. And that day was like Christmas for me. I immediately popped in Volume 2 since I'd already seen Volume 1, and I was eating it up. I was constantly messaging him, sincerely thanking him for that, because I was sitting here with a composition book and a pen writing down all the trailers that was blowing my mind, and I was like, I gotta watch these movies. So guys, please check out compilation DVDs, even if you're not a fan of them. Try to give them a whirl, especially if you can find them for a couple bucks on sale. They're completely worth it. And as I said, there's one right here that they had, and it was Ozploitation Trailer Explosion DVD for $3. And I assure you, when the site does finally come back up, there's still going to be a good bit of those $3 DVDs left over, because they're still trying to clean out inventory from the warehouse. And that might be one that's still $3. Even if it's not $3 and it's $5, take the fucking plunge, man. You might open your horizon up to something you never knew before. I think they have a trailer on there for a movie I just bought called Turkey Shoot. It's an Australian film, and I've heard great things about it. Severin actually had the DVD on there right before the sale started for a few weeks for $3. I picked me and Cody both up one, and I've heard nothing but great things about it for a while now. So can't wait to dig into that and check it out. The next up, I think this is an Intervision title. It's called The Badger Game. I got the DVD of that. They do have a Blu-ray of it. I got the DVD for $3 because I think the Blu-ray was $8. I know nothing of it. I'd rather take the splurge on $3 to check out the DVD. If it's any good, I'll spend the money and get the Blu-ray and give the DVD off to somebody. Let them enjoy it. The next one I think is another Intervision title. I think it's an Intervision title. It's called Queen of the Blood. I got that for $3. They do have a Blu-ray of that one as well. That one was $8 though, so I just went for the DVD for $3. Here's a Roman Polanski film here, and it's called What? I got that for $3. Another one, The Killing of America DVD, got that for $3 as well. There's a film called The Wild Geese, which I've heard great fucking things about. They do have a Blu-ray of this. I can't remember what the price was for it, but it was definitely more than $3. But I got the Wild Geese DVD for $3. Let's see, Zulu Dawn. I got that one DVD for $3. The Survivor. They wanted $15 for the Blu-ray. I don't know jack shit about that movie. I got the DVD for $3. As you can tell, I bought a shit ton more of DVDs for $3 a pop. That's just one of those things. It's like, hey, I'll pop it in. It's from Severin. It's a boutique label. It's a DVD. It's gonna be really good fucking quality. It's not gonna be a shitty DVD. It's not gonna be like some of the old DVDs we probably bought whenever the format first came out, and you didn't even you were lucky if you got a commentary and a fucking trailer on there or something like that. But yeah, The Survivor, I got that for $3. I said Zulu Dawn. Here's one right here, Future Shock, the story of 2080 DVD. Got that for $3. Terror is a Man, $3. Curse of the Vampires, $3. The Blood Drinkers, which is one of those Hemisphere films that they have in a collection, I believe. $3. I don't know shit about this one right here, and I usually kind of stay away from porn for the most part, but I'm kind of a little bit open-minded. I want to see what the hell's going on. That is Night of Open Sex. Got that DVD for $3. Mondo Belordo, I believe that's the Boris Karloff DVD. I got that for $3. For most of these, they have Blu-rays for all these, but I assure you they're more expensive than $3. if they were only like a couple dollars difference, like, you know, like let's say the DVD was $3 but the Blu-ray was $5, I would have went ahead and got the Blu-ray because I don't mind spending the extra $2. But they weren't. Like some of the Blu-rays, like the, you know, the cheapest ones were like $8. I think Birdemic was 5 for Blu-ray. But then after you get out of the $8 territory, that's when it's like, okay, like fucking $12, 15, 17, 50, 23, and 24 and shit like that. So, all right, next up, I bought, they had a DVD of this, but I wanted the 3-disc Blu-ray set. This is The Lost Soul, The Doomed Journey of Richard Stanley's, which I've heard this dude's fucking story right here for sure. Haven't watched this though, but I know there is some cancel culture kind of shit, some of his comments he's made in the past. Lost Soul, The Doomed Journey of Richard Stanley's Island of Dr. Moore, special 3-disc House of Pain edition Blu-ray. I got that one for $15. There was a 2-disc limited edition Blu-ray on here called The Other World. I got that for $5. Blood and Flesh, The Real Life and Ghastly Death of Val Adamson Blu-ray. That's basically a documentary. I got that for $10. That's a really good price. I cannot find the fucking Al Adamson set on the Severin website. Ever since they sold out of it, I think it's just completely gone. I heard Master Chaos say he went to a Severin special event when they were just doing, they were right there in California, and they were showing a lot of the new, they were surprise dropping a lot of the new films that they were about to come out with. The 7 films for Black Friday, they were actually screening them. He said he went to the merch booth and they were sitting right there and they had them on sale. It's just like, damn, won't y'all take your available copies and put them back on the actual Severin website, because there's fucking folks on eBay who's wanting $500-600 fucking bucks plus for them, and I'm not gonna pay that for it. Let's see. See, I was glad to get the documentary and the story of Al Adamson. I'm sure we all know it, especially if you're watching this channel, but I think the story kind of goes that, I mean, dude kind of went missing for a little bit. It turns out he was fucking dead in the basement. Everything's just sketchy about his death. He was definitely murdered for sure. Here we go right here. I bought a Wild Beast on Blu-ray. That was $12. See, that's another thing. They're like $12. I don't mind that. The DVD was out of stock anyway, so trust me, I would have grabbed the DVD for $3 to try to save some money if that's what it was, but it was out of stock anyway, so I went ahead and grabbed the Blu-ray for $12. Here's one right here I don't really know a whole lot of shit about. I know this is like that Jess Franco stuff, which I'm gonna dig in a little bit and take an adventure with that. I want to try to keep the biggest open mind I can. I know Severin. I know David Gregory, the guy who runs Severin. He has to be a big, huge Jess Franco fan, because fuck, do they have a lot of Franco stuff. They even have a Jess Franco tree topper for your Christmas tree. I'm sure everybody knows that though. See, 52 minutes where we're going. But anyway, this is one of his films right here. I went ahead and got the limited edition, which is a 3-disc set, but it's called The Hot Nights of Linda. This is the 3-disc Hard Banana Edition Blu-ray. I got that for $15. And I also, at the end of my order, I threw in a Night of the Demon sticker just to round out my order there for an even number. So guys, there's that order. Sorry to spend a lot of time on that one, because that took me a little bit to get through. We'll keep going here though, because I don't want to kill everybody's time. We'll hurry up with this. Yeah, I was taking screenshots of some of the shit that's on sale on Arrow Video UK right now, guys. There's so many fucking sales going on. Grindhouse Tampa, guys. If you're watching this and I get it uploaded in time enough today, the sale ends today. It's not Grindhouse Video Tampa. He's moved now. He's in Tennessee. I think it's just called Grindhouse Video. If you go to his website, he is doing a huge sale on Synops, Severin, Impulse, and there's one other. I just can't remember what it was, but he has some really good prices on there, guys, so please go check them out. Let's see what we got here. We still running? We are still running at 54 minutes. Surprised I'm not running out of memory on this thing yet. Alright, guys, we're getting down to it. Okay, guys, I went back in last night and I placed a pretty good order. I was like, fuck it, I'll go place another $150 order. So here we go. I got All the Colors of the Dark 2-disc Blu-ray set. I got that for $15. I don't know if they're making the sets where they're only 1 disc or not, but this one clearly states that it's a 2-disc set. I got on Grindhouse Video's website, and it didn't even state whether it was a 2-disc set or not. It just said Blu-ray. So I got All the Colors of the Dark 2-disc set. I believe that's the movie itself on one disc and the soundtrack on the other. I'm a person who loves soundtracks, so that shit pays off sweet for me. That's just another thing. If I watch the movie, I dig it, and I love the music in it. It's nothing to take the CD outside, pop it in the car, and get the joy just a little bit something more for the bang for my buck. Next up, I believe this is a nunsploitation film. I think this is going to be, I'm not sure if this film's included in the nunsploitation box set that they have coming. But the movie's called Dark Waters. I got that on Blu-ray for $15. This next movie here I went to go buy during the Severin Nukes the mid-year sale, but they wanted $20 for it, and I was like, wait a minute, that doesn't sound like a really good price for that movie. I thought it was supposed to be marked down. And I have seen this movie twice. I do dig it. A lot of people hate this movie, but very low budget, very drive-in style movie, exploitation, you name it. But that is none other than Drive-In Massacre. Can't wait to get that one in my hands. That one was $15. Next one up, And Now the Screaming Starts. I got the Blu-ray of that. That was for $15. I believe that is an Amicus film, if I'm not mistaken. I just watched one of the Severin Cellar episodes, and the director that they brought in discussed that movie briefly as him only remember that there was a great film of the Amicus, a part of the Amicus films where there's a severed hand like crawling up and down the corridor of this house, and it burned a horrible image in his mind when he was younger. So I went ahead and grabbed that for $15. Okay, next up, this has been out for a while. I think there might have been a limited edition of this when it first came out, but it's long gone. I don't know if there was a CD soundtrack that came with it. I don't know what else. Maybe it was, maybe it wasn't. But that is Invasion of the Blood Farmers. I snagged that up for $15. Can't wait to check that out. I watched the trailer. I listened to David Gregory talk about that as him and one of his friends from during his school days. They went into a video shop. They had it on VHS, and they watched that and Texas Chainsaw Massacre for the very first time, back to back in the living room. And they definitely popped their cherry that day for the horror genre when they were kids. Next up, since I went ahead and got All Colors of the Dark, the 2-disc set, I went ahead and got All the Colors of Giallo, which is a 3-disc set. That was $17.50. I'm assuming the $2.50 was a little extra because it's a 3-disc set as compared to 2. But guys, I will tell you, if you're interested in that, and you're interested in All the Colors of the Dark 2-disc Blu-ray set, either one of those, you can go to Grindhouse Video right now and get each one of those, and and the 3-disc one is on there for $15. So I could have saved a little bit of money, $2.50. I wasn't even worried about that point because my mind was just sizzled out, and I was trying not to compare prices that much. Complete 2 different websites because the only thing I kept finding was maybe 2 or 3 titles of Severin that had a $2.50 difference. And it was giving me a fucking headache too, not to mention. But I will tell you that All the Colors of the Dark, the 2-disc set, it doesn't state that it's a 2-disc set on Grindhouse Video's website. So be a little cautious of that if you're wanting to get the one that has the 2nd disc in it, which I'm assuming is the soundtrack. Next up, guys, I bought this one. I'm going to butcher the name of this. I've saw the cover of this movie so many fucking times through so many different labels, and it's a shame I don't own it. I just changed that, though, especially when that box finally comes in. This will be one of the first ones I dig in that bitch and watch, and that is called Anthropophagus. I'm probably not saying that right. I got it for $15. I don't know if that was ever a limited edition at a time, come with a soundtrack. I have no idea. But it definitely looks like I have like the stick. It just says Anthropophagus Blu-ray. That's it. I got it for $15. Guys, just like with my Vinegar Syndrome stuff, I came back here and I was counting all my stuff, all my blue cases that's inside the slip covers. I even had some of the standalone editions, like 1 or 2 of them that had the blue cases. I wanted to convert everything over to those clear cases. I like to have my my collection in unison. As much money as I put into this stuff, I want it to look the best and be uniform and look really good. Same thing with my Severin. I placed an order right before the sale went down. I ordered, I think, 5 or 6 of the double disc holding black cases to replace some of my stuff that has blue cases up there in my collection. And I went ahead and ordered 5 of the single disc cases, the black cases. So for any one of them up there that only holds one disc in it, because I do have a lot, I think I have quite a few titles coming from Severin that's going to come in those blue cases. I will have the black ones to change it out. Even with that being said, trying to be as prepared as I possibly can, I guarantee you there's going to be one or two. Vinegar Syndrome I'm 100% on, but the Severin, as far as my collection goes, there's probably going to be one or two I'm still going to have to either buy either a 2-disc case, which I think I should be going on those for a while, or I'll probably have to buy a single disc case, because there will be a straggler somewhere that has a blue case on it, and it's just going to kill me with my OCD. Guys, so I told you I got the Nosferatu in Venice poster. I got that for $5. Well, I wanted a little bit of swag with the Night of the Demon release. They had a keychain, a sticker, a patch, and I was just like, those are okay. I went ahead and got the sticker. Keychain, I might wait till a little later on that. I did get the wax mask keychain that's coming in that big box I ordered right before the Severin sale started. So I'm looking forward to see how their keychains look. I might get the Night of the Demon keychain a little bit later. As far as the novelization, no, I'm not going to do that. But I did buy the 18 by 24 poster. They only had it for $8. I went ahead and snagged one and said, fuck it. Went ahead and got it. And guys, to finish out that order, I went ahead and bought the Blu-ray of Next of Kin, which I just watched. I didn't get to see the whole thing because I got sidetracked with something. I was watching it with Cody one night when Joe Bob was showing it on, Joe Bob Briggs' The Last Drive-In. I definitely love what I saw. I know that's an Australia film. There was definitely some the cinematography that I saw that movie was very visual. That's kind of, I got some images from just what I saw that burned in my mind. So yeah, I can't wait to revisit that. Severin has it out. I don't know if that was ever a limited edition at one point that came with a soundtrack or any kind of other goodies. I have no idea. But they had the Blu-ray sitting there for $15. I went ahead and grabbed it. Let me make sure I'm not forgetting nothing. Yep, that's the end of that order, guys. And I think I placed one more, so bear with me here. Oh, that was, I think that was the 105 one, I think. Bear with me, guys. Yep, and you know what? I'll even try to go through a little bit of the pictures right here, because I did take some pictures of some screenshots of definitely what sold out. Guys, if you can see that right there, She Killed in Ecstasy, still available with the slip. However, Vampiros, what is that? Vampiros Lesbos, the Jess Franco film, that is now out of stock with the limited edition. Also, if you look, they had that demon mask right there, which was limited to 26 masks. They wanted $150 for it. That thing went quick. Trust me, there, I didn't want any of that. I can't pay crazy money for shit like that. The mask is cool and everything. It's just, that'd be just something I'd probably hang up on a wall. And I'm sorry, but $150 decoration to hang on the wall. I could use that $150 for something else. I'll tell you something else too, as far as Vinegar Syndrome. They actually released, they did 100 of these handmade put together display Vinegar Syndrome shelves. They charged $150 for them, and even though there was some people in some forums and plus on some Facebook groups bitching about the price of those, they sold out fucking quick. From my understanding, that listing said they only had 100 of them in stock, and those 100 fucking went like that. People bought them up like crazy, so, people gonna bitch, whatever, but they sold well for them. I would not be surprised if Vinegar Syndrome, for the halfway to Black Friday sale for 2022, they put either another 100 up on there, or they even increased the number on it, because I'm sure they made good money on those. Guys, like I was telling you, Nosferatu in Venice, the limited edition with slipcover, that's out of stock right there. I was glad to snag that for that one out of stock, and plus I got a clearance 18 by 24 poster of that art right there for $5, man. Fucking can't beat it. All right, guys. The Lindsay Baker box set, the one I was telling you that, hey, I saw it in the store for like $80, $90, $100. Thankfully, I had a little bit of discipline to walk past it, because on here I got it for $60. Unfortunately, right after I got it, it went out of stock the next day. The Christopher Lee, the Eurocrypto Christopher Lee box set right there, that is now out of stock. They sold out. They did mark that down to $75. It went out of stock. But I can tell you right now, if you're interested in that set, go over to Grindhouse Video, because he does still have it on there for $75. And if I'm not mistaken, Mike from Grindhouse uses MVD as his distribution. So that's stuff on his website's not directly coming from the Severin warehouse. MVD is just a distribution who helps peddle out Severin stuff. So that's a whole nother warehouse with a lot more supplies in it. So you'll have a chance to get that box set at $75 if you're interested in it. Because I guarantee you, once that goes, once you can't find it on Amazon no more, you can't find it on Grindhouse, Diabolic, whatever it is you're going to go through for the cheapest price. Once all those get gone, you're going to see those on eBay, and you're not going to like the price. Let's see what else we got, guys. I think I placed one more order. Give me one sec. Yeah, guys, we're coming up at the end. So basically, this was about 4:13 this morning. I got back on there. I was just looking at the website, and I was really surprised that it was still up and running. Like I tell you guys, it's right now. It's going on 1 p.m. right now, Tuesday, and the Severin website didn't even go down till 10 o'clock this morning, about 3 hours ago. But I was on there about 4 o'clock, so having a hard time sleeping. I was like, let me go on the site and let's see what's going on. Let's see if it's even still working. And I got on there and I was just cruising and browsing around. I was very happy with everything I got. I wasn't really looking for no Blu-rays to throw in there because I'm like, I got enough shit to watch probably for the next couple of years. Definitely until the next halfway to Black Friday sale. But I saw that they had a black Severin zip-up hoodie on there. And they had it in my size. And a very good price for that. And I love how I have a lot of Severin's clothing that I bought from last year's sale. Not last year's, the Severin Nukes, the mid-year sale. And I love every shirt. Got all of my shirts for like 10, 15 bucks. I love them. They fit great. They have great material. So I went ahead and decided to splurge for a hoodie right there. I'm sorry, guys. Can't see that price on there. You go. It's 40 bucks. It is a zip-up hoodie. I got one size just a little bit bigger than what I normally wear. It's getting fucking cold. I live here in Georgia. The fucking weather changes every 20 minutes. But I'm a person who hates cold weather. So it's coming up on that time. I love hoodies. As you can tell, guys, in my videos, I'm either always got like a Halloween hoodie on, a Slipknot hoodie, something horror related, whatever. And I got plenty of their, I think I've got like 6 or 7, 8 shirts by Severin. It was definitely time to pop that cherry and get a hoodie from them. Can't wait to see the material of it and all that good stuff. And that's how I ended my, that was the last thing I purchased right there to end the official Black Friday sale from Severin. Guys, I did place an Orbit DVD order right after I got done buying that hoodie, but none of that's Severin, so I'll save that video for later. I'm just making sure. I think we're good, guys. I think we're good. I will tell you this, guys. I almost came close. I think I'm definitely going to pick this one up sooner or later. I just don't know whether I'm going to grab the Severin or the 101 Films Black Label Edition. But I just watched this last night while I was laying in the bed, right before I ordered my hoodie. That is none other than The Boys Next Door. 101 Films has released this under the Black Label edition that they have. I do love 101 Films' Black Label releases. They have nice books in them, nice cases. I wish their boxes was a little bit more sturdy, more of like the rigid case kind of thing. Unfortunately, they're not. But other than that, I do love their releases. They do really good work. I think they pretty much borrow. If it's a 101 release, from what Anthony has kind of schooled me on, anything that is a 101 release, it's already been released through another company, and they took the transfer for it and plus the features. But you know what? The inclusion of that book sometimes can have some great summaries in there, some great historians in there going over it, interviews, whether it's cast, director, talent, you name it. But I did watch that, guys. If you are interested in watching a really good movie, that is The Boys Next Door, starring Charlie Sheen right there, very young Charlie Sheen. That was a great movie. I literally watched it on Tubi as well, and I went straight to Severin. I was like, I'm ordering that fucking movie. I think they had it on there for like 15 bucks. I'll grab it. And then all of a sudden I thought about, wait a minute, 101 Films just put that out in like one of those big nice sets. And I checked the price on that set, and it was, so the Severin one's 15, for that standard release set, and the 101 Films Black labels. That's I think that's more like the $25 to $28 range. So I'm probably going to get that Black Label 101 set. I got a little sidetracked there, guys. So sorry. Yeah, guys, that was my last purchase, which was that hoodie. Um, I'm very happy to. And you know what? I'll go ahead and do this right quick because I saw other YouTubers do it, especially like Master Chaos, Anthony, Brother Chaos, Tony of the Dead. You know, they're all asking each other, you know, between, you know, one out of five, you know, 1 to 5 stars, what would you rate this year's sale? In my last video, I just said for Vinegar Syndrome, which I went over why I gave it that star. I would say it's either, you know, it's somewhere between 3.5 and 4. I was happy with it. I know a lot of people had, you know, they were hoping for something else for those new releases. Nobody's excited, it seems like, for TC 2000, or is it TC 1000? I can't remember. It's a VSA title. I know that's getting a lot of shit right now, but I guarantee you there is some people out there who love the hell out of that movie or love Billy Blanks or some shit. So I'm always trying to keep that an open mind. But hey, I mean, they dropped some great shit. But guys, if you want to hear me talk about the Vinegar Syndrome, I gave that rating, please go check out the end of that last video. We're talking about Severin right now. And I'll be honest with you, from looking at everything I ordered, I love the fact that they brought back the conventional stock that they had left, that they found in the warehouse, of the limited edition supply. I don't know whether they actually found that in the warehouse and they brought it back up front, or they just pressed a little bit more to sell more to help out with the sale. I have no idea. Either way, I love the fact that they brought that back. I love that I got to grab every limited edition that I wanted, that included especially the CD soundtrack. When it comes to buying a limited edition that hasn't been on the site for a while, but the only thing it adds to it from the limited to the standard is just a slipcover, that's a little disappointing. I don't really care for that. I mean, I bought them like that before, and I did buy a few here like that, just because the price difference wasn't really much compared to the standard. So you might as well pay the extra $250 or so to get the slipcover. That's one thing. But the CD soundtracks, I do like that. Call me old school all you want. If I watch a movie and I love it, and I really love the music that they chose to go with for that film, there's nothing better than popping the disc out of that shit, taking it to my car, take a little road trip somewhere, whatever. And I like to listen to it because the only thing it's going to do is it's going to give me a little bit more in-depth, more insight of the movie. It's just the same as getting done watching a movie and reading the book that, you know, like a limited edition came with, to give you a little bit more insight. Love the hell out of that. So, with them adding the limited editions back in stock, available for customers to get, I'm not gonna sit there and I'm not gonna just bash the hell out of them all together because the website was so janky and fucked up for a couple of hours. Because after the first couple of hours, when it got done and over with, it was all smooth. I didn't have another problem out of it. But you know, to bring back the Andy Milligan box set in stock, which I've kind of had my eye on, I've had some interest with that. I got that for a really good price. Got it for $99 instead of $150 or $160. That was great. I got to get my the Lindsay Baker box set. Instead of paying $80 or $100 for that, I got to get it for $60. Super glad on that one. Got to chase down some the older backlog catalog titles that was very, very fair. Not only like Kathy's Curse for $12 or $12.50 or something like that. Got plenty of titles in there for like for $15, which is more than fair, especially when the retail price normally is like $25 or even higher. Guys, I will tell you this too. This set right here, which I got early on in the year, this is the 4-disc 4K set of Santa Sangre. This one right here also, I meant to say a while ago, I think I forgot to take a picture of this, but this also went out of stock during this sale. You can still get the 2-disc Blu-ray set. I think they might sell the 4K box set. I can't remember, but I do know that this big deluxe box right here, this did sell out. I'm not sure exactly what the price point was on this. I should have looked at it before the site went down. It definitely sold out, and I will tell you, the Blood for Dracula, unfortunately, the 4K box set of Blood for Dracula that they just rolled out for Severin Nukes the mid-year sale literally 6 months ago It just went out of stock the day before yesterday. So it had a $45 price tag on it. I'm assuming it moved pretty good because not only did fans rush over to Vinegar Syndrome to see that they got their 4K box set of Flesh for Frankenstein, they went to Vinegar Syndrome and they picked up Blood for Dracula because they said, fuck it, I want both of those movies. And they grabbed them. So yeah, those sold out. Let's see, guys. I did discuss that with you. Grizzly and Fulci for Fake right there. I'm telling you guys, if you don't own either one of these in your collection, if you love a good bear attack movie, some really good acting, and just you can have a lot of fun with this, I highly recommend that film. The features on this is fucking great. There's an interview with Stephen Thrower in here, the author from Nightmare USA, which I can't wait to get my hands on that book and dissect it. I've listened to tons of commentaries and interviews and everything with him, and I loved it. I love the fact that he has an endless pit of knowledge. You could throw any title his way, whether it's an old Jess Franco film to something mainstream, and he could tell you everything about it. But Grizzly, I love the hell out of that. If you are a Lucio Fulci fan, or you're just looking into finding out anything you want to about him because you've seen one movie and you kind of dug it, that right there. If those are still available for sale on the Severin website when it comes back up after they stay down for a little bit, to get all the Black Friday orders, get them crunched out and all that stuff, grab that. That's definitely a go-to right there. Me and my wife had such fun with this. We sat in the living room the other night when we watched. I got done watching Grizzly, and I was like, "Hey, come here and check this out. You're probably gonna have some fun with this." Popped this in, loved it. Great interview in here with the lead actor in here. I'm not gonna go into the story of it, but let's just say the dude literally just got out of jail, fucked up his life a little bit, got incarcerated, came out of jail, went to go think about maybe modeling for some other company. And believe it or not, but Sergio Martinez somehow came across him and got him to sign a 4-picture deal to do movies for his production company. And Massacre in Dinosaur Valley was the 4th film in that foreign film production. And I can't wait to track down the other 3 films that he had also done. Great special features on here. That slipcover is beautiful. Beautiful release all the way around. If that is still on there when that Severin site does come back up. And you can get it for like $17.50, $20. Please take my word, do it. Guys, here's 2 I watched with my my kids just the other night. They've been sitting in here since the Severin Nukes the mid-year sale. Sadly, we just hadn't got to them because we've been crunching out a lot of other shit, a lot of other films when we can get a chance. So I'll come back here and I'll grab these. But here we go, guys. I got them to watch this first. This is an animated film from the Severin Kids line. I'm sure everybody knows exactly what I'm about to hold up. This is fucking great. That is When the Wind Blows. None other than Donato Giallo recommended. He gave me a top 10 recommendation while I was placing a lot of orders for the Severin Nukes the mid-year sale last year. He gave me 10 recommendations. I bought all 10 of them. This was one of them. The next one I'm going to hold up is also another one that he recommended. And the third one I'm going to hold up. So that is When the Wind Blows. I love the hell out of this movie. It is a little dreadful. It might be a little bit too much for your kids if they're really, really young. It might be a little bit impactful. But after all, it's an animated film. So don't worry about sexual scenes that could be inappropriate, because there's none. It's just you're feeling sorry for these characters. Basically nuclear fallout. And unfortunately, we got to see these lovable animated characters take a hard dive in health, and they just deteriorate scene by scene by scene as the film goes on. So yeah, that is Severin Kids, and I think this is their number 3 title in the Severin Kids line. They got a little card there in the insert. I don't know if you guys can see that really good, but it says number 3 under the Severin Kids right there. And what's really cool is after you watch the movie, you'll completely get this, but there is a little guide for the to how to make a fallout shelter. That's a nice little touch that Severin put in there, because the grandfather's reading a newspaper and listening to a radio of exactly, he's got these little pamphlets from the library too of exactly how to properly prepare yourself for nuclear fallout. Next up that we watched, this was bizarre, but it was so much fun. Can't believe I'd never seen this before. This was right up my alley. And my kids had a lot of fun with this. I was literally just watching the movie, and every 4 to 5 minutes, my kids would be busting out laughing over either some joke or some horrible event that took place in this movie. But as none other than the Peanut Butter Solution, which Donato Giallo, this was also one of his recommendations. I was so glad to get this right here, and check it out. Guys, this is number 1. This is the very first Severin Kids release they had in that line. I do hope they release more. I think the other one that they have, I have it on DVD. I guess that's number 2, because we're gonna lay it down. When the Wind Blows was number 2. Peanut Butter Solution is number 1. Oh, come on. I just had it on the tip of my tongue. Is it Carnival Magic? That is an Al Adamson film. They have that in the Severin Kids line on DVD and Blu-ray. So you could pick your choice of format there. I picked the DVD because it was $3, so I got me one and Cody one just for the hell of it. Guys, I watched this the other night as well. I've been blowing through my Severin collection. I don't know what it is. I'll come in here and I'll kind of pick 4 of them off the shelf. I'll sit in here and read the back of the synopsis. There's one that's always going to grab my complete attention, and I'll go for it real quick. And before I know it, I'm done with it. Checking out special features, I'm going to the next one. So that's why I literally doubled down on what I ordered from Severin Films as opposed to Vinegar Syndrome. Not saying Severin's a better label, has better titles, nothing like that. It's just the drink that I've been wanting to drink here for a little while that I'm getting a kick out of, and I'm wanting more and more and more, is a little bit more I'm leaning towards Severin. So no disrespect towards Severin, no. Vinegar Syndrome, I ordered enough of their shit this year, that's for sure. This is one right here that Donato also recommended right here, and I watched this one with my wife, and I'll be honest with you, this film had such a fucking impact. By the time the credits rolled for this film, I had to immediately go watch like some really happy cartoons to kind of pick myself back up, because this was it was really depressing. This is not a bad film in no way, it just has that impact to it. But the film, as soon as the nuclear bomb goes off, shit gets worse, and it just continues to get worse and worse, and the shit that they put on the screen for the viewer to see, it's depressing. It's unmeasurable to describe how depressing it is. But very great film. This is one of David Gregory's favorite films right here that he got to put on Severin's label. And this was shown in the UK in 1985 on BBC Two. On the BBC Two channel. Got a lot of controversy of this shit, especially with the subject material. But that is none other than Threads. When they originally released this, it had a lenticular slipcover on it, all that good jazz. By the time I made it to it for the Severin Nukes, the mid-year sale, it was way gone. But I didn't even give a shit because he gave me the recommendation, told me a little bit about it. I definitely wanted to see it. $15 later, I had it in my hand, and I finally just got to watch it. So, the 2 that I have up for tonight, because I done picked, you know what, before we do that too, guys, this is the set I was telling you. It is sold out on the Severin Films website. Who knows, maybe when the site comes back up, a few might be available. But guys, if you're wanting this set, and you're wanting it for the price of $75, because trust me, I think I paid $105 or $110 for this set. I didn't get the bundle. I just got, there was a bundle that came with a book, a poster, a pin, a sticker, and it was a little pricey. So I got the box set itself, and I think the box set was like $100 plus $5 shipping, some shit like that. So if you want to grab this box set for a great price of $75, I assure you, please go over to Grindhouse Video and you can grab it for $75, because he still has it available, even though Severin Films doesn't. So I'm assuming the MVD warehouse that the distributor they go to actually has some. But as you can tell, there's some cases in there. That's 6 cases right there. There's a series in there, 5 movies, a nice book in there too. You can see it right there. Very detailed set. Box is rigid, thick, good to go. Built like a champ, man. Love that box set right there. They did a great job. I'll show you some stuff that I recently got right here. I ordered some. I have a big box that's coming in. I'm going to do a video for that as soon as it comes in. Today's Tuesday. It says it's going to be here Thursday. Hopefully it comes in tomorrow and I can shoot the video earlier. If not, I'll do the video Thursday when it rolls in. But guys, so I bought this movie during the Severin Nukes the mid-year sale. That is Lucio Fulci's Devil's Honey. This was another Donato Giallo, my buddy's recommendation right here. Grabbed it, just haven't watched it yet. When it came, it came just like this. This is a standard edition Blu-ray. It's got one disc in it. I was glad to get it because I think I got it for like 15 bucks. Turns out just a couple weeks ago, Severin put some merch on their website right before the site was to go down for maintenance mode to get ready for the sale. But they actually threw in a lot of slipcovers that had been long gone. I don't know whether they pressed more slipcovers up or they just found some in the warehouse or not. But I actually got the slipcover for the Devil's Honey right there. On the back of it, it just says sample. I'm assuming these slipcovers right here were actually numbered for their limitation, but that one says sample. I think I might have paid $8 for this slipcover, maybe $7. I can't really remember. I still have my order on my phone there. I have to look on my screenshot or whatever. But it was nice to just to grab the slipcover on the Severin website for like $7 or $8 to add it to my my Blu-ray. So that was nice. I just got that though. Here's another one as well. I bought this one during the Severin Nukes the mid-year sale. That's Bloody Moon. This is a Jess Franco film. Unfortunately, haven't got to watch it yet. I'm sure though I'll get a while here and I'll definitely want to watch it. But this was another one too where they found, I don't know whether these are newly pressed, repressed, or they found some in the back of the warehouse and they were just trying to get rid of them to clean out space for all the new shit coming into the warehouse and make some availability real estate. But there's the slipcover right there for Bloody Moon, which is that title right there. I'm assuming, which is Italian. I'm assuming. Not even gonna try to say that because I'll butcher it. Yeah, ain't got no nudity right there, so we're good to go. The back of the picture of this slipcover makes me wonder what the fuck is going on because it looks like Mickey Mouse is about to get lucky, about to get some fucking skins. So yeah, that was pretty cool. Got the slipcover right there. Like I said, bought the movie during the Severin Nukes the mid-year sale. I can't remember if that was. I think that might have been $12. But yeah, they had the slipcover. Buy it by itself for $7 or $8. Guys, I did buy this one from Uhd DVD just a couple weeks ago. That was my second trip to Uhd DVD in Asheville, North Carolina. And it was a great trip. I went in there, loaded up on shit. I bought these two right here while I was in the store because I had to come back home with something of Severin from Uhd DVD. There's one title I left in there I should have bought, and I regret it now, but I will get it. I'll go ahead and order it online from them, so they'll go ahead and send it to me. But guys, this is the 3-disc set of Retribution. I assure you this set is fucking packed. There's a lot of shit in here, too. This thing's got some weight to it. Guys, I'm not going to take all that out and everything. I assure you it's a 3-disc set. I've heard great things about this film. I would have not paid the $32 for it unless, I kind of knew what I was getting into. So I did. I watched some trailers. I read a bunch of reviews and stuff like that without the, the spoiler kind of shit. And I can't wait to dig into that one. One of my, I had my eye set on this one as soon as they announced this on social media. Walked into Orbit the same day when I got Retribution. This was sitting on the shelf. I grabbed it. That is An Angel for Satan, starring none other than Barbara Steele, which I'm so damn glad to jump into. I dig the hell out of fucking Barbara Steele. And this is, if I'm not mistaken, directed by Camilio Mastro Sink, but I could have swore never mind. I was probably just a little bit mistaken. An absolute revelation, amazing looking Italian horror with riveting plot twist, anchored by an excellent Barbara Steele performance. It says Eurocult AV. I cannot wait to dig into this. I bought Cody a copy of this too as well, because I know he's a huge fan of like the Bava films with like Black Sunday with Barbara Steele in it. Nightmare Castle, which is a great Severin release up there that I just watched. I watched that like the day before Hallows Eve, and that was a great watch. I love the hell out of it. Plus, there's bonus movies on the Blu-ray. If you get the DVD, it's only got Nightmare Castle on, which is fine. But, yeah, Nightmare Castle. But if you get the Blu-ray, you get Nightmare Castle plus 2 other movies on there. So you get 3 movies for the fucking low price of 1, especially during the sale. That's An Angel for Satan right there. Can't wait to dig into that, as well as Retribution. Now, here's 2. I bought 2 slipcovers, and I don't even have the movies for these. But, hey, I'll work on getting them. I'm surprised that this one definitely isn't sold out. It was still available on the site whenever the site went down. Just a few hours ago. But that is the original slipcover for Combat Shock. And as you can see, that is the director's signature on the back of there. So Severin must have found a box of these still left over in the warehouse, even though they do no longer have the movie for sale on their website because it's out of print. I'm assuming they lost their license. They somehow still were available to sell the leftover slips that they found in the warehouse. So there's the director's signature, and it says CS out of 2000 right there on the back. Not sure what the CS stands for. I would automatically assume customer service, but that's not it. Maybe this is a, I don't know if that stands for custom slip, which I don't think it stands for that. Or, I don't know, like a prototype. I have no idea. But I have seen this exact slip before on eBay with the movie with it for crazy prices. I'm just going to have to get luck up and nail that movie one day. So I also bought this one too. This one is definitely now sold out. I was trying to think. There was another one that I should have said was sold out. I think that the Devil's Honey slip that I showed you was sold out. I'm not sure about Bloody Moon. But I know this one's sold out as well. This was the slip for the 2-disc limited edition version of Jack the Ripper. So yeah. Also, I bought the Jack the Ripper, the European version up there. It comes in like one of these little CD sleeves. I bought me and Cody one of those. Those things were only like $5 a piece, so I went ahead and grabbed those. But yeah, I got those. Oh, that wasn't nothing important. Let's see, guys. But yeah, guys, that was I showed you everything from a Severin order that I ordered, plus the stuff I had laying around here. Trying to discuss what sold out and what didn't. Guys, I will tell you this tonight. I kind of plan on getting into these 2. I just randomly kind of picked them out. They've been sitting on the shelf since I got my order in from the Severin Nukes, the mid-year sale. Definitely going to try to get to these tonight. At least one of them, if not both of them. But that is The Beast Must Die and Saint Bernard. So, going to get to these tonight and give them a watch. Now, unless I have a change of heart and I pick up something else. I'm telling you, in my opinion, my Severin Films collection before the Severin Nukes, the mid-year sale, was pretty minimum. I had a little stack going. There were good titles and everything. Plus, I had the Christopher Lee box set in there. The Santa Sangre. I had that box in there, and I had a few limited editions, just a couple, and a few standard releases. But during that Severin Nukes, the mid-year sale, I went all out. I bought a shitload in that sale, and not to mention, I picked up a few stragglers along the way between that sale and this current Black Friday sale. And from what I got coming from this current Black Friday sale, it's going to keep me busy for a long time just to watch everything that I've got up there. It's going to take me a while just to watch all that stuff, not even thinking of the addition of the stuff that I've got coming, because holy fuck, it's a lot. I'll be able to fill up probably a whole nother shelf of what I got coming. The Vinegar Syndrome stuff, I'm very happy with their sale this year. I know a lot of people was a little bit disappointed with some of their titles. Like I said, I know a lot of people, I guess, were expecting different title announcements. Some people wasn't really excited about the whole thing with the Ebola syndrome being a Category 3 film from Hong Kong. They were hoping it was going to be another film from the Category 3. But as I've even heard from a couple other YouTubers now, let's be a little bit thankful for what they are putting out even with it being Ebola syndrome, because the way Hong Kong right now was definitely stepping in, and they're about to start making it where Hong Kong films, these obscene Hong Kong films are not gonna make it across international waters to be distributed in other countries. They might be banned altogether, might be destroyed for all we know. We just never know how those things play out. So, but anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope I covered that up. I hope I covered everything really good. Hopefully I've been a help. Please hit me up in the comment section. Let me know if you ordered anything from Vinegar Syndrome or Severin. You can please feel free to go check out that Vinegar Syndrome video I just made. I would have definitely would have loved to come back here and do my prep videos before the sale, give some recommendations, hopefully answer some questions, lean somebody in the right direction. But I can tell you, we've got a good bit of people on YouTube who was doing that already. And one of that being the best in my opinion, which was Master Chaos. He was doing a great job. Got to sit there with him on Thursday night. We went live. His channel went live at 11:30. I was sitting right there, and he went for about 7 hours straight. And I was enjoying every minute of it, and I'd have stayed even longer if he could have held it together and actually went longer. But 7 hours was more than enough. And at that point, we were literally just watching trailers, which was fun because I was buying some shit that I was digging. So thank you so much for that. And not to mention, I think we were just watching the numbers on limited editions just kind of go doot, 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 just flying down. But anyway, guys, I think that's about it. I was making sure I didn't say anything off to the side that I'm forgetting about, especially if it's Vinegar Syndrome or Severin related. Guys, I will tell you that the 4K releases that Severin has out right now to date, that would have been Blood for Dracula. Unfortunately, that is now out of stock. Yeah, I don't know how that's going to work. I'm probably going to have to try to pick up a copy of that before it gets too crazy in price. Santa Sangre also has a 4K release, and that big 4-disc box set that I showed you right here. But I do think they have a standalone 4K release as well as a Blu-ray of that right there, loaded with features, all that good stuff. Can't go wrong with that. I still need to watch the fucking movie though. And Day of the Beast is also another 4K release, and Perdita Durango. I am trying to think for the life of me if any of the new 7 films that was in this Black Friday sale that were announced are 4Ks. I don't think Night of the Demon was, or House at the End of the Park. I don't think none of them were 4K releases. So as of right now, Severin has 4 individual 4K UHD releases. I can tell you, Vinegar Syndrome has more in their catalog of that. I mean, keep in mind they gave us Tammy the T-Rex, Deadly Games, which is a great release. I'm trying to look over there for the life of me and think of what the hell else I got there on 4K from them guys. There is more. I think they had Sex World. We got Ebola Syndrome coming. That's not even counting the partner labels with their 4Ks. The Deadlock. God, I guarantee you, I'm just looking right at it and just probably skipping right over it, guys. So I'm very, very sorry about that. But there is more 4K releases, and from what I see from their 2022 yearly plan that's coming up, it seems like they have a 4K UHD release damn near almost every month. Even one of them being a double feature from what I saw. I do know that we're getting the Forgotten Giallo box set volume 4 this year. No, not this year, next year. I'm not mistaken. Is there 2 of those? It could be 4 and 5. I'm not sure. There's definitely a 4 though. Definitely getting one of those. I think it's Televised Terror or Homegrown Horrors, I believe. It's one of those that's getting another volume of that. I could have swore there was 2 box sets that was getting the same thing. It might have been for the Forgotten Jolly ones. I just can't remember. But I think Homegrown Horrors gets volume 2 in October. or it might have been Televised Terror. I just can't remember which one at this point because there's a long fucking list. They are announcing some of it on the list, but the others are very vague, just due to legal reasons for them not being able to announce it. So guys, I hope my video was very informative. We're sitting here at an hour and 40 minutes. It's perfect time to end it. Please, if you like the video, please hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please feel free to hit that subscribe button. We have a lot of fun here. I try to be informative as possible. Please hit me up in the comment section if you ordered anything from Severin, Vinegar Syndrome, Grindhouse Video, MVD, Arrow Video. I already said Arrow. Dark Force Entertainment. Even if you did Target buy two get one free or something like that, and you bought some boutique labels through that, hit me up in the comment section. Let's talk about them. I want to see what everybody else is getting too. It's one thing to get on YouTube and see my fellow YouTubers, what they're buying. I'd like to see what, the people who don't have YouTube channels and they're watching other people like myself. I want to see what they're buying too. Get the conversation started and let's see what all that goody stuff is, because it's a full-time job just to keep up with everything that's coming out and keep up with the sales, what's the best price, and during in the midst of doing all that, the hustle and bustle of normal day life, family, you name it, there's shit that slips through the cracks, and it's always nice to have a helping friend, at least even just hitting the comment section to be like, I don't know if you know or not, but this is out. You should probably try to grab it, or hey, I grabbed this and the special features ain't what I thought it was. It gets the conversation started, so please feel free. Let's get that conversation going. I love communicating with you guys, but that is going to do it for this video. Again, I hope everybody got to buy what they wanted from the Severin and the Vinegar Syndrome sale. Like I said before, it doesn't matter whether you took the plunge and you bought 50 or 60 fucking titles in a box, or you just bought 5 or 6. I can guarantee you the 5 or 6 that you did buy, whenever you do finally get them in your hands, you're going to open the box. You're going to be excited that you got them. It's going to be just for you. Pop the shit in. Take the plunge. If it's shitty, it's shitty. If it's good, it's good. So there you go. Hopefully you did your homework a little bit. Hopefully you don't get burned. But it does happen from time to time. But hopefully everybody's satisfied and got what they got. I will tell you guys, after the damage that I did between Severin and Vinegar Syndrome, my video, my movie buying is going to slow down a little bit. Not to mention I placed a huge Severin order right before I placed that huge order for Black Friday. I have that coming. I'm going to do that unboxing video. That's a huge box I have coming. Not to mention the Orbit orders that I have placed frequently before the sale started, and now I just placed one as soon as the sale got done because I found some good stuff on there. So I also have that one coming. I have my Shocktober sale, which is supposed to be here, I think, tomorrow. I only ordered that October 30th, and it's just now finally getting to my house here. If it's not here by today, Wednesday, or it'll be here Thursday. So most likely, I'm assuming my big Severin box that I ordered before the sale is going to probably come in the same time that my Screen Factory sale that I ordered all the way back in October 30th, which is ridiculous. It took them that long to send it to me, because I know for a fact it wasn't the fact that they were bombarded with orders. It was the fact they had shit sitting on that website that was during that sale that was marked down, and they didn't even have the product in hand. It had to be manufactured and then sent to them for them to send it to me. Why put shit on your website for sale at a discount price that you don't even have in your warehouse? So, but yeah, guys, I even got shit sitting over here on the table that I have not showed yet. It's not Vinegar Syndrome or Severin related. There's some Arrow stuff sitting there that I gotta show. Some horror pack stuff, which is some nice stuff this month. I've got a good bit of shit. I didn't even show the stuff. I kind of did though, pretty much. I bought some more. Not only that Severin order that I placed before the Black Friday sale started. The whole reason why I did that too is because none of the bundles were gonna be qualified in the sale this Black Friday coming up, and they weren't going to be discounted because they were excluded from the sale. I bought every single bundle. I think it started with like June, July, August, September. like 4 bundles, I think, 4 or 5 bundles. So I got that, and plus I bought a shit ton of discounted merch. They literally took their merch, knocked it in half. Some of it was even more than half off. They put it in clearance. I bought a shitload of that. But not only that, before that, I bought 2 different orders with Severin stuff in it that I'd also got for Cody himself. But I'm thinking everything that I bought up there in those boxes, I bought me and him the same exact things. I believe so. But after I get all my Severin stuff in, we'll do a complete updated Severin collection video. I think that'll be a little bit more beneficial. Alright guys, but that's going to do it for this one. Thank you so much for hanging around. And as always, stay safe and be careful.